Imagine sitting in the IMAT exam. It's a big hall full of people who want to pursue medicine in Italy, just like you. You look at the questions provided in the question paper and you realize that you're able to solve almost every question. You cannot control it and you have a big smile on your face and you confidently pick up your pen and start solving the questions. This is exactly what happened to me on the day of the IMAT exam. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to achieve your goal of studying medicine in Italy. How to score 70 plus in IMAT. First and foremost, why you should listen to me. I scored 77.9 in IMAT 2024 with a perfect score of 34.5 in biology. And I'm also ranked one in the non-EU listing of my university, that is University of Catania. Having personally gone through the rigors of this experience of preparing for IMAT, I'm aware of every hurdle and every obstacle that an individual has to go through to get a good score in the IMAT examination. There are certain things that you need to consider to get a good score in the IMAT. In this video, we're going to discuss about the mindset. Mindset is often neglected in the IMAT videos that I have seen. Like people would explain about books, they would explain about where to do questions, but they wouldn't get a bit deeper into the mindset part. And I think like mindset is the most important part while preparing for a particular exam that is competitive in nature. Okay, mindset, study resources, the methodology for studying concept, the methodology for question practicing, and also testing yourself. It's my personal opinion, and I think the practicing question part is more important than studying concept. Almost every teacher, they always told us that you have to get your concepts in line. Conceptual knowledge is the most important thing. But right now we're preparing for a competitive exam. And I think that practicing question is more important than even studying your concept most of the time to practice question instead of like revising concepts again and again. Yeah. Coming back to the mindset part, we're aware that university cutoff have consistently risen in the past and even in the future, they're supposed to rise if the difficulty level of the paper remains the same. First of all, we cannot predict the difficulty of IMAT exam, and secondly, we cannot predict the university cutoff. So, in order to ensure your admission into the university, into your desired university, I would suggest you to set your target score as 90 out of 90. It might sound insane, but this is exactly what the mindset that I want you to keep if you want to get into your desired university. And this is exactly the mindset that I kept while preparing for the IMAT exam. Only due to this mindset, I didn't skip any of the topic, especially in chemistry and biology. I was pushing through my limits. I was practicing as much as questions as possible because in my mind, I'm always like, okay, I have to get 90 out of 90. Setting your target score to 90 will ensure your focus on every topic, on every question that you practice. That would be fruitful to get a good score in the examination. And obviously, as the saying goes, aim for the stars, you'll at least land at the moon. Coming to the next part, that is study resources. For conceptual knowledge, I refer to the following books in the following subjects. For biology, I refer to Pearson Biology. For chemistry, I refer to Oxford Chemistry. For maths, I refer to SAT Math for Dummies and Cambridge International Book. I would recommend the Cambridge book if you have more time to your disposal. Physics, I went with Cambridge AS level and A level books. And for question practice, these are the following books that I refer to. And the most important thing for question practice that I would refer to you is the previous year questions and also the TOEIC previous year questions. I would upload TOEIC translated papers in my Telegram channel in the future, so you can check out my Telegram channel given in the description. And also BMAT Ninja is a good tool to sharpen your question practice skill. Coming to the methodology part, what is a methodology? It's a set of working methods. Methodology is essential as it enhances efficiency, it saves times, and it make your work more focused. Each subject during the preparation of your IMAT exam requires a slightly different approach towards it and hence a different methodology of studying the concept and solving questions. Structured methodology ensure that you grasp the concepts as well as the problem solving skills in alignment of your exam demands. Let's head to the methodology for studying concept. First, let's go to biology. Biology forms the most important and essential part of the IMAT exam as it has got the most weightage in according to the marks and it really requires less efforts to get good marks in biology. The thing with biology is like a lot of people generalize it and think that, okay, let's memorize the fact and let's skip the conceptual part and we would be able to get a good score. I think that's a wrong mindset that you have. But for me, like, if I'm trying to memorize a thing without understanding it, I would find it really difficult to just memorize a certain fact. And for example, like if I am trying to grasp the concept and make a story inside my mind, that would help me to remember the fact in the following given example. The question is cell membrane is a bilayer of. So the answer is like phospholipid. Cell membrane is a bilayer of phospholipid. This is a factual information, but if you get deep into it, phospholipids are the reason why cell membrane has got fluidity in it. By having the understanding of fluidity nature of cell membrane, we can easily think that, okay, phospholipid are the one that are giving fluidity to the cell membrane, and hence cell membrane is formed by a bilayer of phospholipid. Hence, the best way to study a concept in biology is to understand each and every minute detail of the concept and then try to memorize the fact instead of just memorizing the fact itself. Coming to the next part, that is chemistry. This is another important subject in the IMAT as it holds the second most weightage in the exam, and obviously it's really easy. Chemistry is divided into three parts, that is the physical chemistry, inorganic, and organic. For physical chemistry, what you have to do is essentially just learn the formulas and you have to apply it to the question in order to solve that. But here's the catch. You cannot just like learn the formula and apply it in the question because there is a particular way of applying the formulas in the exam. For example, they could give you molarity and they could ask you something related to molarity, but you won't be able to fit the figures into the formula if you don't know the concept behind it. So getting the concept, practicing as much as questions as possible. Obviously, learning the formula is the most important part. That is how you would be able to ace your physical chemistry. For inorganic chemistry, it is usually based on concept and memorizing facts, just like biology. And for organic chemistry, thankfully, in IMAT, even when I was analyzing the past papers, organic chemistry isn't really asked in depth. You can get over with the organic chemistry thing by just learning the basic nomenclature and general organic chemistry. For physics and maths, what? This section is literally underestimated by most of the students. People think that, okay, I'm a medical student, I won't need physics and maths in the future. But you need physics and maths to get to your target score, that is 90 out of 90. In the physics part, you just require the basic understanding of every concept and you have to learn the formulas and know how to apply it. And even maths is of basic elementary level. Methodology for question practice. Start with the easier question to build confidence, and that was also test your knowledge in the basic concepts. Once comfortable, move on to more challenging questions. By more challenging questions, I mean the harder parts of question banks that you're referring to or the IMAT past papers. You have to schedule question practice into your study routine. Set a thumb rule that you have to do X amount of questions daily. For example, like when I was close to the IMAT day, I used to solve like 300 questions every day, regardless if I would do other stuff in my life, but I had to solve 300 questions. That was the non-negotiable of my day. You have to learn from your mistakes that you do while question practice. You have to get to know in which areas you lack, and then you have to revisit those areas, those concepts. You have to reduce your error while solving more questions. Coming to the testing yourself part. By testing yourself, I mean you are solving previous year paper of maybe IMAT or TOEIC or a particular sample paper, and you're setting a timer of 100 minutes, assuming in your mind that this is the IMAT exam and you would have to solve that in that way. Through that simulation, you would get to know the areas in which you lack, how you would actually perform in the IMAT. I hope this guide was helpful to you. For more, you can check my Telegram channel that is called IMAT Dojo. Link is in the description. Thank you so much.